Esther Abraham, if you're here, please. Please let's be upstanding as we make welcome Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the National Chairman of the Renewed Hope Initiative, Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON. Your Excellencies, all right, let's take the national anthem, Your Excellencies.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribes and tongues may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
Thank you very much. Please be seated, Your Excellencies. Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and National Chairman, Renewed Hope Initiative, Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON. Please, a round of applause for the First Lady of Nigeria. We also warmly recognize the wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and National Vice Chairman of the Renewed Hope Initiative, Her Excellency Hajia Nana Shettima. You're highly welcome, ma'am. I would like to also recognize wife of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Her Excellency Hajia Fatima Tajuddin Abbas. You're highly welcome, ma'am. Also here in our midst is the wife of the Deputy Senate President, Her Excellency Hajia Leila Barrow, and you're highly welcome, ma'am. We'll also use this medium to recognize all wives of National Assembly members who are present here. Please, a round of applause for them. Thank you for being here. We'd like to warmly recognize wife of the Chief of Staff to the President, Mrs. Salamatu Bajabiamila. Please, a round of applause for her. Thank you very much for being here, ma'am. We'd like to recognize Mrs. Camila Tu Mustafa Kida. She's here representing the SGF. Please, a round of applause for Mrs. Camila Tu. We'd like to recognize First Ladies of states who are present here. Of course, they are RHI coordinators. They've been led by the chairperson of Governors Spouses Forum, Her Excellency, Ambassador Mrs. Olufolake Abdurrazak. Please, a round of applause for her. Your Excellency, with your kind permission, I'd like to recognize the First Lady of who is of Bauchi State, who is here represented by Her Excellency, the wife of the Deputy Governor, Hajia Asmau Awal Jato. Please, a round of applause for her. Thank you very much for being here. We'd like to warmly recognize the Honorable Minister of Environment, Malam Balarabe Abbas Lawal is here with his entire team. Please, a round of applause for the Honorable Minister of Environment. We'd also like to warmly recognize wives of honorable ministers who are present here. Please, a round of applause for them. You're highly welcome. Wives of service chiefs present here, including the wife of the Chief of Defense Staff, Mrs. Mernan Oluyede. Please, a round of applause for her. Wife of the Chief of Army Staff, Mrs. Safia Hassan Shuaibo. You're highly welcome, ma'am. Wife of the Chief of Naval Staff, Mrs. Aishat Abbas. Wife of the Chief of Air Staff, Mrs. Ungozi Aneke. Please, a round of applause for her. Wife of the Inspector General of Police, Mrs. Elizabeth Egbetoko. You're highly welcome, ma'am. Wife of the DG DSS, Mrs. Charity Ajayi. Thank you for being here. Wife of the CG Customs, Mrs. Kike Lomo Adeniyi. Please, a round of applause for her. We would also like to recognize top government officials who are present here, including the Director General, National Agency for the Great Green Wall, Malam Saleh Abubakar. The Director General of the National Environmental Standards and Regulations Enforcement Agency, Professor Innocent Barite Bariko. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you for being here, sir. We want to warmly recognize the wife of the APC National Chairman, Dr. Martina Yelwada. Please, a round of applause for her. Also here in our midst, Your Excellencies, the UNDP resident representative, and of course, all development partners, but the UNDP resident representative, Ms. Elsie Atafua. Please, a round of applause for her. Thank you. A woman who has become a Nigerian. The national president of the National Council for Women's Societies is present here with her team, Mrs. Edna Azura. You're highly welcome, ma'am. And of course, Your Excellencies would like to warmly recognize all the students and youth who are here for the Environment Club and of course the Environment Society Nigeria. Please, a round of applause for yourselves. You're all highly welcome. Are you excited to be here? Fantastic. Your Excellencies, today is highly remarkable because it will be the launch of the Environment Club Nigeria and the Environment Society Nigeria. These students and youth who have been selected across the country will serve as ambassadors to promote environment-friendly issues for the conservation, and of course, when we're talking circular economy, we know the campaign of reduce, reuse, and recycle. And of course, our champion, our environment champion, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who consistently promotes, the preservation and the conservation of our environment. Please, a round of applause for our environment champion today, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your Excellencies, at this point, my name is Ruth Aguele, and it's always an honor to be in your midst. I'd like to welcome, for his welcome address, the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Environment, Mahmoud Adam Kambari. Please, a round of applause for him.
Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, the First Lady that has environment. In fact, as a permanent secretary, when I was seated here, I just saw one of our campaigns under the Renewed Hope agenda, which is Green Nigeria Initiative. For those people that may not be aware, when she was senator, she was also the chairman on environment. So I was really not surprised because of the love she has for our ministry as Ministry of Environment. Ma, we're ever grateful for you. My sister, the wife of the Vice President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Hajia Nana Kashim Shettima. My boss and somebody that always sleep and wake up with environment at his heart, the Honorable Minister of Environment, Alhaji Balarabe Abbas Lawan, Here, I would like to abide by the protocol set by the MC, but I know there are wives of the Speaker of Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Deputy Senate President, the Chief of Staff, the wife of service chiefs, the wives of ministers and governors, and also our donor partners representative here. Please kindly allow me to abide by the protocol and go straight to welcome you for this very, very important occasion. It is a great honor and privilege to welcome you all to the official launch of Environment Club and Environment Society, an initiative of the Federal Ministry of Environment in collaboration and under the instigation of the Renewed Hope Initiative led by the First Lady, Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Bola Tinubu, CON. We applaud her visionary leadership in driving national development and inspiring programs that improve citizens across the various sectors of the country, especially the environment. On behalf of the Federal Ministry of Environment, I warmly welcome all our distinguished guests, development partners, members of the diplomatic community, ministries and agencies here present, the wives of state governors, principals, vice principals, and vice chancellors and teachers, including our special guests here, the students that are behind us. Today marks a significant step in strengthening environmental education, youth empowerment, and community participation. Through the initiative, we are building a generation of young Nigerians equipped with knowledge, passion, and responsibility to protect our natural resources. The initiative recognized that environment stewardship must begin early in life. We must raise young Nigerians who not only understand environmental challenges, but are also prepared to provide solutions, conserve our biodiversity, reduce pollution, and promote sustainable governance. While Nigeria faces environmental challenges, such as deforestation, pollution, poor waste management, and climate issues, these challenges also provide opportunities for renovation, enterprise development, job creation, and national transformation. Introducing these clubs in schools and higher institutions will help turn environmental learning into practical actions, transforming awareness into leadership and responsibility into measurable outcomes. To our youth, the students, here today, this initiative is for you. You are the eco-champions of today and tomorrow. Your creativity, innovation, and leadership will shape the future of Nigeria environmental development. You are front-line actors for our environmental actions in the country. The Federal Ministry of Environment remains fully committed to working with Renewed Hope Initiative, state governments, development partners, and institutions to ensure nationwide rollout and sustainability. We shall provide technical support, capacity building, policy guidance, and project linkage to national environmental programs. Finally, we commend Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, for her exceptional commitment to youth empowerment and environmental sustainability. Her leadership has also provided a national platform that will positively shape our environmental future for generations to come. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining us at this historic launch. Together, let us build cleaner, greener, and sustainable Nigeria. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much. Indeed, together, let's view the cleaner, greener, and sustainable Nigeria. Your Excellencies, with your kind permission, I'd like to recognize RHI coordinators, calling their names this time around. They were acknowledged earlier. I'd like to recognize in our midst the First Lady of Ebonyi State, Her Excellency, Mrs. Mary Maudlin Unfuru. Please, a round of applause for her. Thank you very much, ma'am. The First Lady of Ekiti State is also here, Her Excellency, Professor Mrs. Olayemi Oyebanji. You're highly welcome, ma'am. We'd like to also recognize the First Lady of Jigawa State, Her Excellency, Hajia Hadiza Umar Namadi. Also here in our midst, the First Lady of Kwara State, of course, who is the chairperson of the Governor's Spouses Forum, Ambassador Dr. Olufolake Abdulrazak. You're highly welcome, Your Excellency. First Lady of Nasarawa State is also here, Her Excellency Hajia Silifat Abdullahi Sule. Thank you for being here. The First Lady of Ondo State, Her Excellency Mrs. Oluwaseun Ayedatiwa. Thank you very much for being here. And earlier I mentioned the representative of the wife, the First Lady of Bauchi State, Her Excellency Hajia Aisha Bala Mohammed. She's here represented by Her Excellency Hajia Asmau Awal Jato. Thank you very much for being here. Your Excellencies, of course, we know that Nigeria stands tall when it comes to projecting our own action plan, environmental action plan, but it's good we get international support. And at this point, Your Excellency, I'd like to welcome the resident representative of the UNDP, Miss Elsie Atafua. Please, a round of applause for her. A woman who has become a true Nigerian. I know why I said that. She loves Nigeria so much. You're welcome, ma'am.
Your Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Let me also say the mother of the nation is here. Your Excellency, let me first ask for forgiveness. I should have worn my unity cloth. And so next time I'll make sure that I wear it with you, together with you. So permit me that I'm in a different attire today. Let me also recognize Her Excellency Hajia Nana Shetima, the wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In a special way, let me recognize all Excellencies, the wives of very distinguished senior government officials here, the Honorable Minister of Environment, Honorable Balarabe Abbas Lawal, government officials, development partners, members of the press, distinguished guests. Let me stand on existing protocols but in a special way, all the change makers who are extraordinary students, welcome. Good morning. Today is a truly inspiring day. We are not just launching clubs. We are launching a movement led by young people, powered by their ideas, their energy, and their imagination. Your Excellency, allow me to extend warm congratulations to you for championing a vision that places both our planet and our young people at the center of national development. This is profound leadership, and the United Nations Development Program, and by extension, the United Nations family, is honored to stand with you. Across the world, climate change is reshaping how we live. Floods, heat waves, food systems disruptions, polluted air, plastics, disappearing species. That's what we face today. It is one of the most complex development challenges of all times, environmental issues. But today sends a different message. Young Nigerians are not waiting. You are stepping forward to lead solutions. That is what it is. And that is why these environmental clubs and societies are so important. These clubs will not merely be groups in our schools. They will be innovation hubs, places where you can turn plastic waste into useful products, design clean energy ideas, plant trees and nurture green campuses, run climate awareness campaigns, and use technology to solve environmental challenges. Your Excellency, I should say that with the support of the federal government, we are establishing what we are calling university ports, places where young Nigerians can turn ideas into prototypes, prototypes into businesses, and businesses into industries. And we believe these are spaces where these young people can utilize very boldly. And so we hope that many of the best ideas will find pathways, again, to become prototypes, enterprises, and even green jobs of the future. These spaces, supported by the federal government of Nigeria, will be open to you, and we invite you to use them, again, very boldly and very smartly. Your Excellency, as part of our support, and I was pleased to see the challenge that you have announced, I should say that UNDP is here to support you as well. We do invite students across Nigeria to work in teams within your clubs to imagine and design solutions not only to today's environmental challenges, but to the future of development. Again, green jobs, circular economies, clean technologies, and resilient communities. We look forward to joining you, Excellency, in showcasing the real and the best ideas that will come out of this innovative challenge that you have announced today. Young people here, your creativity is bold, your voices are powerful, and your leadership begins now. Nigeria's environmental future will not be shaped only by policies. It will be shaped by you, your choices, your projects, your innovations, and the habits you champion in schools, families, and neighborhoods. Imagine a Nigeria where every school is green school, where students are climate innovators, where protecting the environment becomes part of our daily life. This movement starts with us all today. It starts today. Your Excellency, as I conclude, let me reiterate the United Nations Development Programme's appreciation to your vision and commitment. I would also want to say that through our integrated Smart State program, where we are supporting states government, we also stand ready to support the offices of the First Ladies as they champion this environmental education, climate resilience, youth empowerment across their states. To our young people, again, your ideas are powerful. Your actions are important. Your leadership is needed, and it begins now. Thank you once again, Your Excellency, for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Please, let's put our hands together again to appreciate the UNDP resident representative. You could feel the passion in her voice, and it shows that Nigeria is doing something right when you have the international community, putting their own commitment to support the nation. Your Excellency, with your kind permission, I'd like to recognize representative of the First Lady of Abia State, Her Excellency, Mrs. Priscilla Chidinma Oti, who is here, represented by the wife of the Deputy Governor, Her Excellency, Mrs. Adaeze Chidera Emetu. Thank you for being here. Please, a round of applause for her. Also here in our midst, Your Excellencies, is the wife of the National Security Advisor, Mrs. Zara Kiba Rebadu. Thank you so much for being here. Your Excellencies, they say catch them young, and this is why this club and society has been birthed today. Let's hear from a young girl, Esther Abraham, who has put words together, who understand the reading of today's message on conserving our environment for a safer future. Please, let's welcome Esther Abraham. She has a spoken word presentation for us.
Good morning, Your Excellencies and distinguished high guests. My name is Abraham Esther Amarachi, and I'm here to deliver a poem on the benefits of circular economy and management of waste. Waste, a silent killer. It has hurt our society and our land, and has brought numerous of afflictions to our nation, choking our rivers, choking our streets. Our plants are dying. Our oceans suffer. Marine life dies. Plastic islands, a grave that never dies. Our air is thick, filled with toxic fumes, and our world is burning in the fire that truly consumes. But this is the hero's call, the ability to transform new out of the old, and to turn trash into delight, and to bring back our nation that was filled with color and light. This is the blooming of innovations and creativity, and to the end of the crisis, poverty. Our economy has also been in pain, wallowing in how we throw without despair. Circular economy came, a path to prosperity, the ability to turn waste into valuable oil, and a beacon for a brighter future for you and me. Now, our economies are thriving, resources are being shared, jobs are created, and our communities are spared, pollution fades. Why don't we let circular economy roll? Why don't we join our hands in unity and bring back a world that was filled with light and eradicate the word waste? Why don't we bring back the Nigeria that was greener than ever? Why do you think our country color is white and green? Because Nigeria stands out because we are the giant of Africa. Thank you.
Esther, please this way. Beautiful presentation there. Oh. Well done, Esther. Please, let's appreciate this young woman. This young girl, rather, who will be a woman that will be a strong advocate for environment matters in the future. Did you listen to her words, Your Excellencies? She wants to see a Nigeria, a greener Nigeria once again. Congratulations, Esther. And yes, she has demonstrated passion, commitment, boldness, courage, and she's standing tall today for the Nigeria she wants to see. And together we can all make that happen. I like the fact she said, the Nigerian color, why do you think it's green and white? Yes, the green is actually that aspect of what we're celebrating today, a greener Nigeria, a greener future. And green happens to be my favorite color, so I love Nigeria. So your commitment is being patriotic by conserving our environment. Your Excellencies, at this point, I'd like to welcome a man who is walking the talk of the Renewed Hope Initiative, of the Renewed Hope agenda, rather, of the present administration. And today, coincidentally, COP30 ends, where Nigeria showcased its climate commitment, demonstrating that, yes, our national action plan can work together in unity and, of course, with purpose. Let's welcome the Honorable Minister of Environment, Malam Balarabe Abbas Lawal.
Thank you very much, the MC. Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, our mother, the mother of the nation. Your Excellency Hajia Nana Shettima, wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, wife of the Right Honorable Speaker, wife of the governors that are here, and all other distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The protocol is too long, and I think we have a big event before us today. Let me start from the beginning. When I found out that the First Lady was the chairman of Senate Committee on Environment, I said I have to go and see her and seek for her counsel. So I went and saw her, and I raised some issues that are bedeviling the Ministry of Environment. She gave me a lot of advice, but she said that her passion is now education and health. But I said, Your Excellency, environment covers every sector of our society. Without our intervention in the area of environment, there is no way you can have education or health, because environment, I always say, is the gateway to health. Once you can clean your environment, once you can make your environment hygienically clean, you find that you remove the chances of falling sick and reduces the chance of spending a lot of money in the area of health. That's why I believe that we need to look at the environment. So I was just then Her Excellency looked for me, said, I have an idea of how we can engage and put across the issue of plastic pollution. And like we all know, plastic pollution is the biggest menace in the world as a whole. So she said, let's see what we can do, and let's try to involve the children. Let's try to get them on board. Because by getting them on board, we are now saying that we are trying to create a future for our environment. And this is the beginning of what we are trying to launch today. Someone said that it's the initiative of the Ministry of Environment, but I want to tell you categorically, it is the initiative of the First Lady. She is the mother of today, and I thank her very much for being there for us. So my one is just to give a brief on what we are trying to do today. One, we must admit that we are facing serious crisis in the area of waste management in Nigeria and indeed in the whole world. Waste is everywhere. We are being consumed by waste, and we have to find ways and means of trying to do away with this waste. It's everywhere. It's within our premises. Even like the young girl said, it's even in the sea. Because the biggest maritime crisis we are facing now is plastic. Ships are finding it difficult to move in seas because of plastic waste that have bedeviled the oceans. So we must find ways and means of trying to address this issue of waste. And we believe that the best way we can do it is to start by trying to inculcate the idea of cleaning our environment by getting across the youth, particularly secondary school children and tertiary institutions. That is the beginning of what we call environmental clubs and environmental societies. The clubs are for younger people, the secondary school students, that are going to be part of these clubs that Her Excellency will launch today. And the tertiary institutions will be the society. So in that process, we'll be able to come up with a lot of areas of focus for these young people to address. One, it will start advocacy, because the most important thing for them to get into it and to be the champion or ambassadors of our environment at a very young age. That is the age in which they will grow with the focus and the culture of cleaning their environment. So the focus, advocacy, and in the process, they will now tend to extend that to their peer groups. So we also want to find a situation in which we are going to help them in the area of climatic adaptation. UNDP mentioned clearly that we are facing serious crisis of climate. Climate is a big issue with the world over. Anybody who says that climate is not true, is a hoax, it's not correct. For a long time, we have taken climate for granted. We assume that it's not there. It's just a hype, but it's there. We are having flood in areas that is least expected to have flood. Flood, for example, in Katsina, flood in Sokoto, flood in Maiduguri. These are areas that have very little rainfall, but you find that they are now being bedeviled by flood every year. How do you address that one? It's an issue that is important for us to address. And we must try to get the young people to understand that these are issues that are confronting us, these are issues that are important that we must try to address as we go along. So in the process of these clubs and societies, we are going to get this idea of how do we address the issue of flood? What leads to flood? If you go to areas that you have this flood, you find that most of the waterways have been blocked, either by garbage or by silting and other things. That leads to flood. Because once you cover that, and you find that the climatic changes, that normally leads to the change in weather patterns. So flood is something that we must address. So the children will be taught in the area of climate adaptation and also lead into research in trying to find out how can we address the issue of flood. For example, we have been talking about rain harvesting. Rain harvesting is important in a way that we can transform flood, which is a disaster that destroys our farms, destroy our communities, destroy houses, into prosperity by harvesting the rain that comes in and maybe use it during dry season. Then the most important that we're here for is the issue of circular economy. This waste we've been talking about can be transformed into wealth. There are so many initiatives that are going along, and we found that this can lead not only in trying to remove the waste from our societies, can also increase the level of financial, economic involvement in the country by trying to get people into trying to turn this waste into wealth, industries and all that we have. So these are areas that we will try to inculcate in these children. Then there's also the issue of disaster risk reduction and natural resources. So these are things that we need the children to understand at a very young age. So we have what are the objectives of the club and the societies. Number one is advancing environmental awareness, which I have mentioned earlier. Promoting climate action. Encouraging sustainability practices across schools, communities, and youth networks in Nigeria. Harnessing the energy of our vibrant youth as agents of positive change. Reawakening the consciousness of Nigerians committees to environmental sanitation and introducing the monthly sanitation for states and for our youth to get involved in it categorically. So these are areas in which we can get the youth to be involved. Previously, it was like that before, because the last time we had a discussion with the First Lady, she mentioned the Girls' Guide. When we were young, in the 60s, we had what we call the Boy Scouts. In those days, you found that we are engaged and we are taught to go and assist communities in trying to clean. We sweep houses. We try to address the issue of. So this is what we are trying to bring that back into our society. So also promote discipline by encouraging clean habits, proper waste disposal, and responsibility for school environment. So we start from there. Clean your environment, starting with the schools and your houses. So the clubs will be responsible for trying to inculcate this idea of cleanness within their schools, within their environment, within their mosques and churches. Let's clean these areas and keep them clean. So once this habit is inculcated, once you have a culture of cleanness, it goes along in trying to expand and it gets other people into it. So building practical skills such as recycling, because say you reuse, recycling, and reduce. We can reduce the use of plastic. That's the first stage. Then if you have to use it, recycle it. Recycle it if you have to use it. But well, now you find that we just use it and throw it away. But with this circular economy I'm talking about, you can use it many times, and sometimes you can also recycle it into something else, which we have been trying to do. So also support academic development through hands-on environmental projects that enhances learning and critical thinking, and strengthen livelihood skills by exposing students to wealth. Encouraging entrepreneurships through projects that inspire eco-business, ideas like recycling benches, eco-friendly crafts, and sustainable agriculture. Develop leadership and participation in those areas. So the societies and the clubs have constitutions, which I think will be issued out by the First Lady when she comes to launch the society. There's a constitution for them, there's a code of conduct, which I think is very important. Whenever you're starting something, there must be key guides for what you are going to do. So there's going to be a constitution for them, which has been simplified, highly simplified in a way that they will understand it because they are young and they need to understand this from that level. But don't put the society, which is a much higher level, maybe a little more complicated and more in-depth in terms of explaining what they're trying to do. So this constitution is very important for them to get a guide and for them to have a code of conduct of how they're going to enhance their activities. So we have that, the constitution is there, and we also have a code of conduct that will guide whatever they are going to do. Then the structure. At the upper level, we have the patrons. And the grand patron for the entire environment, clubs, and societies is His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So he is going to be the great patron of these societies and clubs. Then at the state level, the governors are going to be the patron for the clubs and societies within their states. Then, and FCT, the minister will be the patron of the club and societies within the FCT. Then we have a leadership structure, which is very elaborate. That is, we have the national marshal, which will be the minister in charge of environment. And at the state level, the minister will be represented by the environment desk officers, because in the whole country, the Ministry of Environment has desk officers. So those people will be responsible for taking the mantle of these environmental clubs at the state level. And also at the local government level, we are going to have marshals, local government marshals, which will be local government chairmen, and each will have its own chapter of club and societies where you have all the requirements. Then the local government chairman will be assisted by their council, they call them Sobadari councillors at that level. So they will be responsible for trying to keep the flag flying at that level. Then, in terms of the numbers, what we have earmarked is that each local government will have 10 students from each secondary school as members of the clubs in each of the local government. But FCT, where you have only 6 area councils, what we have proposed is that 40 students will be from each of the 6 area councils that will form the clubs and the societies. And from our own part, and with the support of the UNDP that she has just mentioned, UNDP, UNICEF, and also the ministry, we are going to have a lot of kits and tools and to be displayed here when Her Excellency come to launch the clubs and the societies. There will be uniforms which I think we have already kitted them with the uniform. They already wear the uniform as we're here now. Then there'll be tools, because if you're talking about cleaning environment, there are certain essential tools that you require to clean the environment, and that we have been able to identify the key tools that will be issued to the students when they are going to go out for this exercise, which include boots, which include even gloves, which include racks and other things that will be used in trying to, because the main focus is trying to address the issue of plastic pollution. Then there will also be transportation for them if they're moving out of the schools and going to other areas. And this transportation will be there will be security provided for them as they go along, and other logistics will be also done by, depending on the area, either local government chairman, if the state is going to take up, the state will now provide for those, and also at the federal level, we are going to have that. Then for those in swampy areas, that is the river areas, you find that the coastal terrain, there will be different kitting for them, because their terrain require a different kitting in terms of the kind of location they are going to work with. And like I said, our beaches, our coastal lines are some areas of heavy pollution, as we are talking about. So there will be a lot of activity around that area in trying to clean the environment around that area. So, so there will be launching of this society, just like we are doing the national launching today. There will be launching of this society at the zonal level and at the state level. And I believe that this will cascade down to the local government levels as we go along. So the launching will be done simultaneously, and we will be inviting Her Excellency to participate in some of the key launches that will be done. So I think the most important thing is that these are clubs and societies that are designed to address the issue of environment in Nigeria. And we all know that environment is a big, big problem that we are confronting. Whenever I get the opportunity, I always say that we have only one planet, that is planet Earth. And we must find ways and means of protecting it by all means, because many attempts have been made by many scientists and other countries to look for alternative planet to us. They have been to the moon, they have gone to Mars, but up till this moment, I want to assure you that we only have one planet, that's planet Earth, and we must find ways and means of protecting it. We protect it for ourselves, for our children, and for our great-grandchildren. That's why you find that I sincerely want to appreciate and thank Her Excellency for this vision, because to me, it's a vision to see that those that are going to be the biggest victims of these climate issues are the ones that we are bringing on board to try to solve this problem. And they are on board, Your Excellency. I can assure you, we have had discussion with some of them, and especially the young girl who came and gave us a talk. They are all committed, Your Excellency, very much committed, and they have been screened and found to be suitable for this club and societies. And the ministry will continue to support them, because what they are doing is trying to move the mandate of the ministry, trying to push the mandate of the ministry beyond where we are. So the issues are many, and we have a lot of support from many, many places, but the biggest support we are receiving is from Her Excellency. I want to thank Your Excellency for your leadership. I want to thank Your Excellency for your commitment, and I want to thank Your Excellency for your love for the environment. And I always say that it takes a mother to save a mother. It takes a mother to save a mother. Our mother is saving our mother us, because it is important for us to try to save our mother us. Like the last time I had one poem from a young student also who said that Mother Earth is beckoning us, that I am in trouble. I am in trouble, so let us try to save me, because you live on me. So our mother, the First Lady, is trying to save our mother, the Earth. I want to thank you very much for being here, and I want a huge success for this launching. Your Excellency, thank you very much for this opportunity that have been given to us.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Minister of Environment, Malam Balarabe Abbas Lawal. Your Excellencies, I'd like us to take a moment to see a clip. Please, media.
Renewed Hope Initiative RHI presents the RHI Green Nigeria Challenge. Go green today for a greener tomorrow. This national competition is in 3 categories. The household category is a tree planting competition amongst 11 frontline states in northern Nigeria. Each participating household in Adamawa, Borno, Bauchi, Gombe, Jigawa, Kano, Katsina, Kebbi, Sokoto, Yobe, and Zamfara states will plant a minimum of 1 tree to qualify, with a video evidence of before and after the tree planting exercise. 20 million naira would be awarded to the best household. Submission deadline is 20th December 2026. Community category will see local governments, local communities, schools, and NGOs reclaim and transform degraded or abandoned areas such as dump sites, landfills, parks, and their likes into green, vibrant gardens, parks, and eco-friendly spaces. 50 million naira would be awarded to the overall best community group. Deadline for submission is 15th July 2026. States category will have all states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, excluding Enugu State, have a chance to address the growing threats to environmental sustainability and cleanliness. States will be judged based on the number of trees planted on major roads and inner streets and how clean they are. 100 million naira will be awarded to the best performing state. Already, Enugu State has 100 million naira for being RHI's model green state due to its greenery and cleanliness. Video evidence must be submitted by participating states on or before 20th December 2026. All entries must be directed to RHI Office, State House, Abuja, or email rhi.greenchallenge@statehouse.gov.ng. RHI Green Nigeria Challenge. Go green today for a greener tomorrow.
Indeed, let's go green today for a greener tomorrow. And of course, that initiative has been birthed by Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON. Please, a round of applause for the mother of the nation. And the Honorable Minister said, a mother that mothers, and we know that mothers naturally nurture. And we see that passion that she exudes, especially when she's in her garden. All right. Moving on, Your Excellencies, at this point, but I hope states are taking advantage of the Green Nigeria Challenge. All right. At this point, Your Excellencies, I'd like to welcome Engineer Dr. Mrs. Bahijatu Abubakar, the Director of Pollution Control and Environmental Health, for the vote of thanks. Let's keep the applause coming. Hajia is soft but firm.
Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON. Your Excellency, the wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Hajia Nana Shatima. My boss, our father, Honorable Minister of Environment, Malam Balarabe Abbas Lawal. I'd like to plead and get the permission to stand on already established protocol. It is my honor and privilege to deliver this vote of thanks at today's remarkable launch of the Environment Club and Environment Society Initiative. On behalf of the Federal Ministry of Environment, we extend our profound gratitude to Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, who birthed the idea of this initiative. Through the course of preparing for today's launch, we have been under her leadership, guiding us, tutoring us, sometimes scolding me for a beautiful launch. We thank you so much, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, your passion for the youth empowerment, education, and environmental stewardship continues to marvel us, but it also motivates us. Thank you so much, ma'am. We deeply appreciate the Honorable Minister of Environment for his vision, leadership, and commitment in bringing this important program to life. Your continued support remains invaluable. And I always tell everybody, it's more of the stick than the carrot. Thank you so much, sir. Our sincere gratitude goes to our development partners, especially the UNDP. They went out of their way to make this day happen. We thank you so much. Resident representative, thank you, thank you, thank you. To UNICEF, UNIDO, RUES, VIJU, our educators, and all stakeholders who have contributed in various ways to the planning and successful execution of this event, your collaboration strengthens our national effort towards environmental sustainability. Thank you. To our distinguished guests and dignitaries, thank you for honoring our invitation. We are grateful for your presence and encouragement. A special appreciation goes to our students who are at the heart of this initiative. Your enthusiasm, readiness to embrace environmental responsibility gives us great hope for Nigeria's future. The message you must convey to your communities is to take leadership and proclaim that their waste is your wealth. Finally, I extend heartfelt thanks to the Planning Committee and all staff of the Federal Ministry of Environment who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this event successful. Your efforts and dedication are truly commendable. Thank you. Your Excellency, ma'am, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being part of this important milestone. Together, we move forward with renewed hope towards building a cleaner, healthier, and more sustainable Nigeria. Please, please don't be part of the pollution. Be part of the solution. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Hajia Bahijatu Abubakar. Please, a round of applause for her again. And a special moment will be done very shortly, but Your Excellency, with your kind permission, I'd like to take this quote. As a biologist, I've always loved to go clean. During the time my husband was governor of Lagos State, I used to go clean clogged drains. I was young, and I used a lot of energy because the light they put in the State House was just too much, so I had to go out there. She emphasized that you have to lead by example. People have to see you do what you want them to do. And today, yes, you understand now that passion, why it's coming from the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria about what we're doing today. So, Your Excellency, with your kind permission, this is the point where you will be decorated as the Grand Patron. So I'd like to, okay. Okay. Okay, so let's have Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, come forward for her remark. Please, a round of applause for Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON.
Well, to God be all glory for today. I think I want all our young champions to stand for recognition. All the members of, yes, the Environment Club and Society. Well done. And I see the passion, especially from Esther. It's really great. Did you all listen to her poem? Is it spoken words or poem? Poems, yes, because now poetry has turned into spoken words, but I thought hers sounded like poem. Can we all give them a hand of applause, a round of applause? Thank you so much. I'll tell you why this society and clubs are birthed shortly, but I want to congratulate you. From Esther, I see the passion and the love. When she was reciting, it's as if a woman in love with the environment. It was like a message of love. So I look forward to working with you in the future by the grace of God, and all the state first ladies and the RHI coordinators will be working with you as well. So please be seated. So it is on this note that I unveil all your working tools to the glory of God and the benefit of humanity. So you can see this is we are going to hold your membership. I think I want a representative of the Environment Club, one, maybe and the society. One person should come up. One girl and a boy. Yes, the boy, a girl here. No, a boy, come, and then the girl, please. Yes, she's coming. No, they are both coming. That's from society, and that's the club. So me too, my green is like that, of very dark green for the society. And Hajia Shetima is wearing the light green for the young ones. So this is really, really. So Honorable Minister, hold on to this. And we are all going to, this is the handbook for club. Where is that of the society? Is at the bottom? So that we can just hold one. Thank you. Pamsek. So that we'll use it to take pictures. We just use it for now, okay. So before we decorate, we'll picture. You want to, okay, you can. Come, let him be here. Yes, no? It's all right. And then where's the girl? Come and stay right here. Or you want to stay with us here? You want her to be here? Okay, come on. So good. So we all are going to hold on to this and take pictures. Do you have yours? Okay. You have? Okay. So take one. So do you want extra stuff? I want them to see the boot, because we are going to be super ready. Yes.
Let's have the wife of the Speaker and wife of the Deputy Senate President. Congratulations to all members of the Environment Club Nigeria and Environment Club Society Nigeria. And that's for the State Marshal. Congratulations once again.
So while everyone is going to their seats, I'm always a storyteller. So I'm going to just entertain you a bit about my love for the environment. First, please, can we be seated? First, a biologist, professionally. I studied education biology. And while I was at the College of Education, we had a society then called the Youth Environmental Society of Nigeria, called YEPWA. I love to travel, but I just love plants, and that's why I was studying biology. And then it was botany zoology. It was when I got to University of Ife that it was education biology. But at the College of Education, it was botany zoology. So I joined the club. Coincidentally, our lecturer then, who was the patron of the club, said we are going to tour all the entire West Coast. I was young. I think I was about either 20. And then we took a trip by road from Cotonou all the way to Burkina Faso. Then it was Upper Volta. We traveled I even met Sergeant Doe in the day. So you can imagine when we got to Liberia, Côte d'Ivoire, and then I saw the most beautiful city then called, I think it was the president's village, they said, but that was no village in Côte d'Ivoire. I can't remember the city now. Do you remember? Who knows the president's village then? I can't remember, but it was just like a jewel when we approached it at night. It was well lit, and the only place, then West Coast was peaceful. We traveled by road, and it was peaceful. That was quite an experience for me. So being a biology teacher, and like She was telling you the story. I didn't know where you got that from. Was that an interview I did? Yes. Whoa. So you see, I love to talk. So as a teacher, you have to talk anyway. So when my husband became governor, I said we have to push through and clean Lagos, because then Lagos used to be flooded. We will unclog drains. I will go into people's homes and teach them how to clean out during environmental sanitation days. Then they didn't have it. We will go, I will sweep the street. I was energetic until I broke my back. But, I did a little bit. But I believe that the young people are the right ambassadors to drive this, this program that we've launched today. And I pray that God will be with you. I will be there as well when called upon. But this program is domiciled in the ministry of the Federal Ministry of Environment. And I don't have any Remi Tinubu support group. I'm not contesting. So we only work under the Renewed Hope Initiative. So we are just part of the supporters. That's why you see us wearing our own sash this morning. So having said that, let's go back to work. Give me a clap now. That wasn't a dry joke. Or was that a dry joke? That wasn't a dry one. It's quite educative. Thank you very much. The wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and National Vice Chairman of the Renewed Hope Initiative, Her Excellency Hajia Nana Shettima, the wife of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Hajia Fatima Tajuddin Abbas, wife of the Deputy Senate President, Hajia Leila Barao, and wives of National Assembly members here present. The representative of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Director Legal Services, Mrs. Kamilatu Mustafa, the wife of the Chief of Staff to the President, Mrs. Salamatu Gbajabiamila, the wives of national ministers here present, the Governor of Kaduna State, His Excellency Senator Basani, CON, represented by the Secretary to the Kaduna State Government, Dr. Abdulkadri Muazu Meyere, and the representative of Gombe State Governor, the Commissioner for Finance and Economic Development of Gombe State, Malam Mohammed Gambo Magaji, First Ladies of various states here present, led by the Chairperson of Governors Forum and the First Lady of Kwara State, Her Excellency Ambassador Professor Olufolake Abdurazak, Honorable Minister of Environment, Malam Balarabe Abbas Lawal, and his entire team, and also the Permanent Secretary, wives of honorable ministers here present, I think I mentioned them, wives of service chiefs, and also led here by the wife of the National Security Advisor, Ajia Zara Ribadu, top government officials present. I'll mention the Director General, National Agency for the Great Green Wall, Malam Saleh Abubakar, Director General of National Environmental Standards and Regulations Enforcement Agency, Professor Innocent Bariate Bariko, wife of the APC National Chairman, Dr. Matilda Iwalda, development partners here present. I would like to recognize the UNDP resident representative, Ms. Elsie Atafua. Thank you so much for your kind words. And I thought you were just giving a goodwill message, but that was the keynote address. Thank you so much. You can really see her fired up with the environment. And any lover of environment will feel that way. The National President of the National Council for Women's Society, Mrs. Edna Azura, and other members present, my dear students, members of the Environment Club and Environment Society. And I particularly want to single out Esther. Esther, you know, I love you. That's all I can say. Because saying the poetry today was like, you know, I can't I don't know whether you felt it. It made us to fall in love again with the environment. Thank you so much. Distinguished dignitaries here present, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to join you all today for the official launch of the Environment Club Nigeria for our senior secondary schools and the Environment Society Nigeria for our tertiary institutions. I'm particularly delighted that this initiative has come to life through the engagement between my office and the Federal Ministry of Environment. And I remember the day you came to address us when we had a meeting with all the First Ladies during our quarterly meeting. And so it's not just my office, but by the Renewed Hope Initiative. So this initiative is both timely and visionary. It comes at a period when the global community is increasingly calling for collective action to address the growing challenges of climate change, pollution, and unsustainable consumption of natural resources. Nigeria must not be left behind. And through this initiative, we are demonstrating our readiness to act. The Environment Club and the Environment Society will develop a generation of young Nigerians who are committed to environmental preservation, biodiversity conservation, and the sustainable use of resources. It aims to cultivate a national mindset that prioritizes ecological responsibility while fostering alternative livelihoods and entrepreneurial opportunities for our youth. The motto of these clubs, Go Green Today for a Greener Tomorrow, captures the spirit of sustainability and collective responsibility. Through these clubs and societies, our students will be at the forefront of a national movement to sanitize and protect our environment from plastic waste and other hazardous materials. Members of the Environment Club in senior secondary schools will lead efforts to keep their schools and communities clean, promote recycling, plant trees, and discourage the use of plastics. They will become young champions of climate awareness, inspiring their peers and families to take action. For our tertiary institutions, the Environment Society Nigeria will go even further, leading cleanup exercises, especially along shorelines and beaches, participating in reforestation projects and conducting advocacy on sustainable practices. The lady that came up here is from the University of Abuja. I didn't get her name, but she just whispered to me that she told her lecturer, part of those who nominated them to be here, that she wants to go by herself to start planting trees. So you can see the passion is there. And for the young people, don't be afraid to birth your vision, all right? Because I didn't know today would have been possible. Like I said, we keep talking and talking. Just keep, sharing your ideas, and I believe those are seeds that can grow into a giant oak tree. Just keep doing what is good for society, what you feel you should do. Don't depend on the country to give you a country you need. So you give that country that you want to live in. I hope you understand that. So God will help you. This government, we can assure you that we are there with you every step of the way. This initiative aligns closely with the vision of the Renewed Hope agenda of the administration of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, which prioritizes sustainability, inclusive growth, and empowering young Nigerians. The circular economy represents an opportunity to rethink how we live and produce, one where nothing is wasted and everything is valued. I am confident that our young people will rise to this challenge and lead Nigeria to a greener and more sustainable future. I commend the Honorable Minister of Environment, Malam Balarabe Abbas Lawal, and his team for their commitment to this vision. And I couldn't believe we are here today, Honorable Minister. You know, you've been wonderful, and thank you that even when I invited you, I'm not supposed to be buttoning into any ministry. Our roles as wives of the chief executives are just to support and be complementary. But Nigeria belongs to all of us. And that was why I was telling our young people, if there's anything you want me to do, my office is open. You know, I want to borrow ideas from you. You let us know. But when I invited him, he came. I even, Mr. Tafwa, I told him to go to Ghana. You know the recycling plant you have in Ghana? Great plant. And they visited, they came with stories, and Nigeria is trying to follow suit as well. So I thank the Honorable Minister, you know, for even listening to our ideas. And here we are today. But they are the one driving the environment clubs and society. But I want to employ the first ladies. You see how I've supported? When your commissioners come up, please kindly support them. Support them. They call us soft power. Let's soft power support them. Let's give us soft power. So following today's launch, I think I also want to thank our teachers, principals, lecturers, and university administrators who will serve as mentors and coordinators for these clubs and societies. Your guidance will help our young people translate this vision into lasting impact. Following today's launch, the 36 states are expected to launch their state chapters of the Environment Club and Society. To our students, you are the true champions of this cause. Take pride in your environment. Be creative, be bold, and lead this with purpose. Remember, the future is green if we make it so. At this juncture, I hereby officially launch the Environment Club Nigeria and the Environment Society Nigeria, coordinated by the Federal Ministry of Environment and the States Commissioners of Environment, to the glory of God and to the benefit of mankind. Let us grow. Let us go green today for a greener tomorrow. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, Ma, with your kind permission, I don't know if we should take the group photograph just in front here or after the national anthem. Yes, with the students, Okay, so let's have representative from the Environment Club Nigeria and of course the Environment Club Society. Let's have Her Excellency, the wife. Okay. Okay, please, representatives of the club and society, please make your way here quickly. And let's have first ladies of the states present here, RHI coordinators. The new patrons, please come forward. UNDP resident representative, please, ma'am. The Great Green Wall, and of course the National Environmental Standards and Regulations Enforcement Agency. So we'll have the club on this side and then the society on the other side. Please hurry up, thank you. Society, please on this side, and then the clubs on the other side. Esther, you need to go forward. Just find a spot, please. Just find a spot and stand.
This guy stole. Oh, can you like squat, you guys? Can you bend?
We can say go greener today for greener tomorrow. Awesome. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. Thank you very much. Please, this way. Hurry up. Thank you. Thank you. These are ambassadors, of course, that would change the cause. Let's appreciate them. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Your Excellencies. Thank you. Let's just give them a moment to get to their seats. Of course, these young ambassadors will be the game changers when we're talking sustainable future for Nigeria. And we have come to the end of today's historic moment, and one, of course, that will create a brighter future for each and every one of us, because collectively we can make that change. Let's try and make it snappy. Thank you. All right. Your Excellencies, please may we rise for the national anthem. Thank you very much.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribes and tongues may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
my dreams. You are never lost. You can rely on me. Baby, come closer to 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 me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Closer to me. Closer to me. Closer to me. Closer to me. When you give me sugar, sugar make me lose my mind. When you give me sugar, sugar take me back in time. If you give me sugar, sugar make me move all night. Baby, come closer to me. When you call me baby, baby make me lose control. Do
Thank you.